Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. It's your host, London Lamborghini, and I'm back at it again with another video. In today's video, we have the one and only Sprinkle Lady, also known as Shira7 on YouTube, back with all her top TikTok clips, all compiled seamlessly for you to consume today. Now, in this video, Shira is going to be talking about your value as a woman, why men should provide, the kinds of targets you should be looking for when dating, and why women should expect money in a relationship. All information that I had not heard until the summer of 2023. And if you've never heard this information, I hope you find it useful. Now, make sure you get your notepad so you can take all the notes and enjoy this video.
Be a prostitute, basically? No. Be a slut, then give away your free stuff, then you leave with nothing but a wet booty and a dry purse. Which one is smarter at the end of the day? Okay? Y'all can go home and y'all can go and give it out to free to Dusty and have some babies that he can't pay for it. Have a good time. We'll be over here with the bag, the house, the deeds, the cars. Y'all be over there and be happy giving it out free. Yes, gold digger, baby. Who else would we be? What would we dig it for? Boogers? Y'all can have the hood boogers. We'll be over here with the gold.
Get intimidated by men with money. It's frustrating. What should I do? The men have the money for you. They have the money to spend on women. Okay, men make money to spend on women. So why are we intimidated? They went out there and did all that stuff so they can impress us. Okay, that's why they get it. All right, that's why they get it and all up in your face because they want to impress you. So why should we be intimidated by what they do to impress us? That's silly. That would be like a man being super intimidated by a woman who looks nice for them. They want what y'all want, an ugly woman? Okay, they're supposed to spend on us, so we should never be intimidated. They do all that for our recognition. Okay, so that's how I look at it. Like the more money you have, and you up in my face, thank you. Thank you for impressing me. Thank you for bringing me some money. All right, I'm not your competition. I just want your money. Do less, get more. All right, do the least and get the most. Don't be doing the most to get the least. However you spread that out, don't do more, do less and get the most. A lot of guys really don't say this, but they do like self-absorbed women, or they like women who put themselves as a priority, or they like women who are self-obsessed. If you look at any powerful man or any man who goes after women and only wants the best and all this kind of stuff, those women are usually going to have high priority on themselves or be self-absorbed or self-obsessed. And when you are that way, it literally just suggests that you are high priority, and that's how people are going to treat you. A lot of people will say this is a personality flaw or defect, but it is a strategy. Okay, so y'all have to remember that. If he's not going to make you a priority, it's because you haven't made yourself one yet. If it's all about you, then when he, is in your life, he's going to make it all about you. He's not going to be busy worried about himself and what you're going to do for him, because your entire being is literally always thinking about what he can do for you, what you're going to do for you, what you're going to do today, what you like, what this is. And if you put all this focus on yourself, then he will too, because attention goes where the focus is. So put the focus on you. A lot of men don't understand that sometimes women grew up spoiled. They grew up in nice environments. They grew up getting whatever they wanted. And they grew up not having to need or want for anything. And they grew up seeing their fathers, stepfathers, or whoever give their mom the most. And this is just what they see and what they expect. Or maybe they didn't see their mom or getting that, but maybe they saw their friend's mom getting that, So either way, they said to themselves, these are going to be my standards when I grow up, and this is what I want. And a lot of times women who are educated, have jobs, careers, or just the ability to get money through whatever means necessary. A lot of guys walk around thinking that because we want you to pay, we want men to pay, that we're broke, that if we want a man to pay our bills that we're broke. And that could be further from the truth. It's so far from the truth. A lot of women don't need men. A lot of men need a reason to be in a woman's life. This is the game right here. You need a reason as a man to be in our life. And so we have to give you a reason. So for example, if you're in our life and you're not really contributing to it, we don't see a reason to make time for you. If you're not making it better, we don't see a reason to make time for you. So therefore, we have to assign you something like paying these bills. You know what I'm saying? Or, doing the most for us, or doing this or doing that. Because if you're here doing nothing, then why are we wasting our time?
Feel bad asking for money? Do you think men feel bad asking for sex? I don't think you should feel bad at all. Men are supposed to give you money. You know why? Because they're trying to impress you, and what impresses you is money, right? So there you go. They should want to take you shopping, take you on a nice date, give you a little spending money, pay some of them bills. Okay, if they can't improve your life, why are they there? Why are they there? If they can't improve your life, why are they there? Okay, if you have to spend money to go meet them on a date you got to pay for or pay half of, why are you there? If they're going to take the romance, like someone said earlier, out of dating by asking you to go half, what are you there for? You romance yourself and stay home or order takeout. So why are they there if they're not there to impress? Okay, if they're not there to impress you, then you're trying to impress them. You said y'all all busted too? Yeah, that's what all Dusty say when they can't afford women. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Life's supposed to get easier when you get married, not harder. Y'all keep forgetting. If your life got harder when you got married, you married wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If your life got harder when it's more stressful, then you did it wrong. You just need to unload all that and say, you know what? I quit my job. You're the husband. You're the provider. This is what you're going to do. If we got to live below these means that we're living at because I was contributing, that's what y'all should have been living at in the first place. Do not factor my money into anything.
Some women do not have the discipline to change, and therefore, no matter how many videos they watch, no matter how much makeup they buy and how many clothes they buy, they themselves have not done the proper work and will stick to the proper rules or script or, play the game properly enough to get a provider. They will not stick to the advice. They will put in their own 2 cents when it's totally wrong. They will say, but, well, I think this and it should be like this. But meanwhile, they have had zero luck in securing a provider with their tactics. So a lot of women will never secure a provider because they're not disciplined enough. They're not feminine enough. They're not understanding how the game is played. So when they realize that, they're not getting providers, a lot of them will turn bitter the older they get. A lot of women who have tried their way and their way is not working, they get a little bit bitter the older they get, okay? And they're going to try to deter women like us from leveling up and getting our bag. When is the right time to turn your emotions back on? When they are doing everything that they say they're going to do and you can depend on them doing everything that they say they're going to do, and they are proving themselves to you daily, and they are making sure that you are taken care of, and you don't have to sit there and worry about a thing. You don't have to repeat yourself, and you don't have to worry. That's when you can turn them back on, just a little bit, halfway, maybe a little bit less than half, until you got the ring, until you got whatever you need. Okay, do not turn your emotions all the way back on for any man until they have given you everything you desire in life out of them. You understand? Because if you don't, and you waste all your energy and emotions on someone who does not plan to reciprocate, then you're spending more emotional energy than you're receiving. And so you're depleting yourself. See, that's why so many women walk around here looking backwards, because they left something back there. They left all of that money, all of that energy, all of those emotions, and they paid way more than they were being given. That's why a lot of women stay stuck, because they can't shut off those emotions. They can't move forward because they're looking back to everything that they've given and never received in return. So stop doing that. Stop giving too much. That's why you're always looking backwards, because you felt like you dropped something, and you did. You gave too much and got nothing. So stop doing that. You should be looking forward, because you got everything you came in with plus some. You should be looking forward to new adventures, and you can't keep doing that. I don't care what the movies say, what somebody told you, what a meme said. You just can't follow that, because it doesn't work in your favor.
If you've been told all your life you need to date someone because you love them and they love you, and not to date someone just because, or to marry someone who's a provider, or you need to get out there and work hard. Working hard never got nobody rich. You just got somebody to work harder and harder and harder until it was time to retire. You know what I'm saying? Work smarter, not harder. And working smarter also includes marrying a provider, so you work less and still get your money by starting your own business. So I say choose the intelligent route. Work smarter, not harder. I talk to a lot of women. I do a lot of consultations. I see a lot of, I hear a lot of weakness in women. I hear a lot of fear in women. And my thing is, you are the prize. Why are you afraid? I don't understand. So I don't understand. And once I talk these women out of that fear and into some common sense, or into some good ideas, or into some ways to get what they want, they get it. A lot of them are successful at getting what they wanted. They were just too nervous or afraid of the rejection or whatever. But you shouldn't be, because we're the prize. Okay? Remember, there's never any pressure on you. There's pressure on him. Remember, you are the prize. They are impressing you. You are not impressing them. You should already impress them with your presence. That's it. This goes for when you meet men too. You don't tell them your whole life story. You just tell them your standards, and they will excuse themselves if they can't meet them. Sometimes men will have the same reaction as jealous women. They'll be like, well, good luck with that. Well, what do you bring to the table? Those are the backhanded comments that men who can't meet your standards will also make. Well, why do you get to have standards that high and the next chick doesn't? Because I ain't her. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're listening out for people that are not trying to meet your standards, but trying to bring you down. These are the people that you don't need, because they're not going to go anywhere. It's kind of like, okay, well, you can't meet the standards. I'm sorry for you. Gotta go. Oh, well, you're just a gold digger. No, I just have high standards. If that's what you want to call me, that's fine. Instead of trying to reach the standards, call me what you will. But you're not finna get me down there with you. He's talking about his ex. He doesn't fear losing you. That's number one. If it's hard to get money out of him, he don't like you more than you like him. That's number two. So maybe you're with the wrong target. You know what I'm saying? You need to have several backup plans. Like, you need to be dating several people. What if I ask for something and he rejects me? I'm going to be humiliated. No, you're not. You're just going to be, you don't get humiliated when he rejects you. That's not your job. Your job is to ask for what you want, and if he doesn't get it, to get it from someone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say, okay, that's okay. I don't know if you were having financial issues or not. I can get it somewhere else. Like, oh, okay, no big deal. You know, it's fine if you're having financial issues. I'll figure out how to get it. Don't worry about it. You know, you don't get embarrassed. You're the woman. You're supposed to ask for things. The worst they can say is no. And then the worst thing you can say is, oh, that's okay. You know, if you're not able to do it, you're not able to do it. Remember, when you're in your dark feminine energy, you're not trying to say, I want marriage. You're not trying to say, I want to be in a committed relationship. You're not trying to say, I want you to be my man and pay all my bills. You're trying to say, you need to earn me, impress me, and I'll see if I want to deal with you. And when I do deal with you, if I choose to deal with you, you will never forget me. You won't want to ever let me go. That's the energy that you need to be giving off. Not pick me, pick Misha energy. Not I want to get married real quick energy. Not 20 questions energy. Not, you know, I'm shy energy. But the energy is you impress me and see what happens. Energy. Okay. Direct. What if you get a boyfriend that pay for your bills and there's other men looking like they pay bills too? What to do? Well, it depends on you. How dark of an energy do you have? They don't meet your standards. If they don't do what they say, then somebody else will. Period. And they need to understand that you're not the type of woman that's going to wait around on them to do right and act right.
Look good. Use your baby voice. Act like you expect him to take care of everything, and act like you're the prize. Sit next to him instead of across from him. Yeah. We don't have to impress men with anything but how we look. That's what drew him in the first place. As long as you're not crazy, you good. As long as you don't show him you crazy, you good. Okay? As long as you look good and make him feel manly, you're good.
Will others look at you and know you're looking for a man with money? Don't they judge? I don't care about other people judging me. They wishing they was me. That's how you need to think. That's dark feminine energy. Sparkle, sparkle. Andrea, thank you for becoming a member. So if I'm at a bar, if I'm at a happy hour, then you need to dress like a woman would dress at a happy hour. Mid-length skirt, heels, black. You still look professional, but you look sexy professional. Okay, this is just who you are. You're not going to be like the next woman that he's going to walk past. Okay, and when that man walks up to you, she's not going to be judging you then, because then he didn't walk up to her. All right, so we can't care about what other people think. That's not how dark energy works. That's not how dark feminine energy works. We don't care. We're unapologetic. Don't overdo your outfit, but do enough to lure them in, you know. So we don't care what other people think. Other people don't pay our bills. Other people don't come home with us, you know? Why do I care? Why do we need to care what that person thinks over there who we don't even know their name? We don't care. We're going to show them how to do it so they can figure it out. They're going to be watching us learning tips and stuff, okay?
does not equal love for men at all. Okay. In fact, the more you hold off, the more that they will like you. Okay. So, it's just true. The more you hold off, the longer you hold off, the more you make them do to earn it, the more that they like you. The less you make them do, the less that they like you. Okay? So, make sure you understand that. I don't care who told you what, this is the truth. And when you make someone work for something, you don't feel bad when it's time to pay them because they've earned it. Okay? You don't feel stupid afterward either because most likely they're not going to walk away if they've invested a lot of time and energy into you.
A lot of women have issues asking for stuff. This is problem number one. You don't know your value. And so you have to ask permission. You have to figure out how to ask, and you're scared. That energy right there is repelling your money. If you know you deserve something, you have no problems or issues letting the man know that you know your worth. Okay? Because y'all are too scared of everything.
Lighten your voice up like this a little bit and smile. That's all you gotta do. Be very gentle. Smile, tilt your head. How are you today? Oh, are you having a good day so far? That's all you gotta do. It's acting. That's all it is. Acting. That's it. Start practicing in the mirror. So many people keep asking me, how do I get money? How do I get money? If you mention something and they don't rush to your help, to help you and rush to your aid, they're the wrong one. Find another one. Ghost them, block them until they offer to help you. Right? That's the whole reason you're dating them, is to get them to help you. Right? So if they're not getting the clue or the hint or offering you help, that means they'll just date you while you're in financial suffering, which means they don't care about you. And they're not going to do anything much for you. So you're wasting your time. That's what I would do. I'd be gone.
Keep it about you. But use your brain to make him think it's about him. The more he thinks it's about him, the more it becomes about you. That's very reverse psychology. The more he thinks it's about him, the more it becomes about you. What do I do when the guy keeps wanting to go to the apartment on the second day? Laugh as if he's joking and say, well, I want to go to the mall. You know, where are we going? Let's go to the mall first. Then get him to take you shopping and then go home, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have a millionaire boyfriend and he pays for my rent and student loans. He likes to bring me around his friends. How should I act around them? Like the prize, baby. Like the prize. Compliment him a lot. Compliment him a lot. Don't get into his friends. Compliment him a lot. And when you compliment him a lot, he's going to like it. And plus his friends are going to like the type of woman you are. And if you do ever break up with him, they're going to see how faithful and good you were to him, that they will want you to. See, so be all into him around the other friends. Always talk about him and compliment him in front of his friends. That's how you do that. You don't get all in his friend's face. You don't start laughing with him. You stay right by his side and right there. Okay? And men will pay attention on how you act in front of other men with money too. So keep your mind right. You're being a feminine woman, which is what men want. You don't want to sit up there and be his coworker or his colleague or his buddy, because if he wanted to go eat dinner with his buddy or his colleague, he'd be there with them. You know, a woman can totally X herself out by being too masculine. You know, you want to give the fantasy. That's what gets you in the fantasy. You know. Just like the opposite of what they're doing in those Disney fairy tales. They give you this Prince Charming.
a rich prince that's handsome and has a castle and just happens to be looking for a wife. Those are all the things you want rolled up in one, right? The fantasy. And when you think about what men want, they want the princess. They want the beautiful, charming, feminine princess. And that's what they want. But, we don't understand that. And we give them just some whatever. And then when they don't call you back or they don't give you no money, you wonder why. And you're like, oh, what's wrong? No, the fantasy was broken. They don't see you as a princess anymore. And so they're not going to treat you like one. Okay? So you have to remain that way. It says baby voice does wonders. It sure does. Just try it. Try it when you check out, when you buy something, when you go, just try it on normal people, even women, it works. Try the feminine voice and smile on just random people that you interact with on a daily basis and watch how things change. Okay? Then try it on a man that you're trying to date or who's, taking you out or whatever. What about men who have been used? Everybody been used. What about them? Okay. Everyone has been used. The toilet has been used. Do you stop going to the toilet? So, everyone has been used. If they're telling you that they've been used, it's because they don't really like you and they're not trying to commit to you at all. If you hear, I've been used, red flag, you ain't the one. Because a man will never reveal his weakness to a woman because it makes him look weak. And they don't want to look weak in front of you, especially if you're feminine. They only tell you that because they don't want to promise you anything. They don't want to commit to you. And they don't want you thinking that they are. So they tell you first straight up, I've been used. I don't want you. We gonna be here for tonight and tonight only. Maybe another couple of times, but I ain't gonna be your boyfriend. I ain't gonna do nothing for you. I've been used. Basically, it's the same thing as calling into work saying you have diarrhea, so they don't question you because they don't want to talk about what you got going on in the bathroom, even though you up there, chilling and having a good off day. It's the same thing. It's saying that to make yourself embarrassed so that they don't question you. It's the same thing. So if a man says I've been used and he's laying out all his weaknesses, you ain't the one. Don't even bother going on date 2, 3, or 4 or giving it up to him. Move on.
Y'all need to learn how to lie better. Y'all need to come up with situations for them to rescue you from, and you need to choose the right target. If not, why not? Y'all remember that one lady in the news? She got her boyfriends to buy her iPhones, and she saved them all, sold them, and bought a house. She need to start a YouTube channel. I got these phones. Everybody I met, I make them buy me a phone. And I say, well, if I'm a date with a purpose. Every time I went out with a man, he had to buy me a phone. If y'all start thinking like her, y'all might get somewhere. Turn around, resell them on eBay or whatever she did. Somebody probably told her that, you go out with so many men. If you had $1 for every man you went out with, or if you had a phone for every man you went out with, you have your house. That's true. How many dates have y'all been on this year? Imagine if each date had bought you a phone. How much money would that be? Let's see, iPhone is what, $1,000? How many dates have y'all been on this year? If you had gotten each of those men to buy you a phone, how much money would you have made? Even if you already got a phone, who cares? Go get another one. Sell it. Like if you're new at Level Up, or if you just want to test my theory, go home and look, pull out your best
makeup and wigs and, you know, do your best look, whatever, or just a decent look that you deem as pretty, and put on a feminine outfit, put some perfume on, you know, if you have heels, put the heels on, or, you know, just some really feminine shoes, and go out and about and see how different you're going to be treated, and see how certain people will respond to you versus other people. See how less attractive people will respond to you versus more attractive people, or people just as attractive. See what happens. Just do the social experiment and see what you can gain from it. See what you're going to benefit, you know, and then you'll understand why there's so many women out there taking hours to get ready, spending lots of money on hair, makeup, dresses, heels, because of what you get out of it in the long run. You know, a woman can be broke one week and rich the next month. I'm just going to say that. A woman could be broke one week and rich the next month. One week she could be figuring out how she's gonna pay her bills. The next week she could be on vacation on a tropical island with a man paying for everything. You see? If you level up, if you what he want, all you gotta do is fit in his description of what he want on his side. Okay? What he want next to him. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta fit the description. Period. And you gotta be showing up and acting like he 25. Act like he looked 25, okay? That's all you gotta do. But you'll have some women who don't realize this, and they'll keep making the same mistakes, dating certain types of men, you know, working, while someone that looks just as good as them, or not even as good as them, is living the life. You know, so I would suggest that you owe it to yourself, if you're a woman, to at least try this out and see 1 week of being very leveled up, and see what the difference between last week and the week that you dress up and do your makeup. I promise you, it's life-changing.
Fact that some women feel like they're obligated to sleep with men because they treat them well should not be as, you know, as much as it should be if he's actually improving your life in a major way. You know, we shouldn't have to worry about giving something up when the man has done nothing for us. You know, to me, that's people pleasing. Like, oh no, I need to keep this man around and he's treating me nice and I need to give him something. No, you don't, babe. Your presence is literally enough.
As long as he has money, you can pretty much make him a target. So if you make someone a target and they're not used to dealing with women of your caliber, then you can pretty much get what you want. And when I tell you guys to pick the correct target, you have to keep these things in mind. Y'all are just randomly going out with somebody that, you know, you can stomach, or that you think you can like or be attracted to. That's not how you think. You have to think the opposite. You have to think, will this man do a lot of things for me? Is he going to jump at the opportunity to give me money? You understand? This is the difference between asking for money and having a man waiting to jump at the opportunity to give it to you. You said ugly men still cheat. I didn't ask about them cheating. I said, will they do anything for you? Okay. Don't value yourself by a man's opinion. Value yourself by who you think you are and who you know you are. And men will see that in you, and then they value you. Men get their value from your self-value. I will repeat that. Men see your value, Men see your value through you valuing yourselves.
So ladies, let me know in the comments. How old were you when you first learned this information? And how old do you wish you were when you first learned this information? Have you dated men with money before? Have you even dated men without money and still received princess treatment anyway? Or just let me know. How was your relationship when you were receiving princess treatment? What was that like? Did you go on vacation? What gifts did you get? What trips did you go on? And as always, thank you so much to all the new subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The subscribe button is actually a dusty repellent button, so if you do hit subscribe, you will not be approached by stingy men. However, you will actually be repelling stingy and broke men, so don't forget to subscribe. And as always, check back in tomorrow for a new video every single day.